Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome to Stickman Reads, and you are about to experience one of our family's very favorite books of all time to read. And it's about a Siamese cat who likes to pretend that he's a Chihuahua. And it's one of my favorite books of all time because he's so funny and he has such a great imagination. So,
and he's a pigeon.
And he doesn't pretend he's a pigeon, but our story is called Skippyjon Jones by Judy Schachner. All right, so let's get into this. Skippyjon Jones.
Bounce on my bed.
Bounce on my bed. And I love this first picture because it's Skippy playing with water next to a bird. And normally birds and cats really don't go together. And now he's playing in the bird bath. Every morning, Skippyjon Jones woke up with the birds. And look, you can see his ears poking out from the nest. And this did not please his mother at all. "Get yourself down here right now, Mr. Kitten Britches," ordered Mama Junebug Jones. And look, he's opening his mouth because the mama bird's got a
worm.
"No self-respecting cat ever slept with a flock of birds," she scolded, "or ate worms, or flew, or did his laundry in Miss Doohickeys' bird bath." Look, she does not look happy at all. The lecture went on and on as usual. "You've got to do some serious thinking before you leave this room, Mr. Fuzzy Pants," said his mother, "about just what it means to be a cat, not a bird. Not a mouse or a grouse, not a moose or a goose, not a rat or a
bat.
You need to think about just what it means to be a Siamese
Cat.
and stay out of your closet," she added, closing the bedroom door. And do you see what's in that closet? You see a bunch of eyes?
Yep.
Yep, don't spoil it. Don't tell our readers. Don't tell her. Yeah, we don't want to tell them what it is because we don't want to spoil what's inside that closet. Shh, not so loud. But once he was alone, Skippyjon Jones began to bounce and bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. "Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones and I bounce on my bed, and 1 or 6 times I land on my head." On his way down to earth from a gigantic big bounce, Skippyjon Jones shot past his bedroom mirror. "Holy guacamole!" exclaimed Skippyjon Jones. "What was that?" I like this picture. I like this picture because he's upside down.
Me too.
So up he went again, and again it appeared. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, "My ears are too big for my head. My head is too big for my body. I am not a Siamese cat. I am a Chihuahua." Can you turn around? Back on land, Skippyjon Jones climbed into his toy box and rifled through some of his old junk.
Ew.
After he put on his mask and sword and climbed onto his mouse, Skippyjon Jones began to sing in a mooey soft voice. I need your help. You gonna clap for me? "Oh, my name is Skippito Fresquito. I fear not a single bandito. My manners are mellow. I'm sweet like the jello. I get the job done, yes indeedo." Good job. You guys got it the last time. That's a funny song. Back in the kitchen, Juju B. Jezebel and Jilly Boo Jones were helping Mama Junebug Jones make lunch. Yeah, she's shoving that sandwich in her face. "Can Skippyjon come out of his room now?" asked Juju B. "No," answered Mama Junebug Jones. "Mr. Fluffernutter is still thinking." In fact, Skippyjon Jones wasn't thinking about being a Siamese cat at all. And she's standing on the sandwich asking her mom, "Can Skippy come out of his room?" With a walk into his closet, his thoughts took him down a lonesome desert road, far, far away in old
Mexico.
Not long into his journey, a mysterioso band of Chihuahuas appeared out of the dust. "Ay caramba! Who goes there?" asked Skippyjon Jones. "We go by the name of Los Chimichangos," growled Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones. "Who are you?" "I'm El Skippito Fresquito, the great sword fighter," asked Skippyjon Jones. Then the smallest of the small ones spoke up. "Why the mosquito, dude?" asked Poquito Tito. "I go incognito," said Skippito. And parents, if your children don't know what incognito means, this is a great time to explain it to them. "Do you like rice and beans?" asked Pinto Linto. "Si, I love mice and beans," says Skippito. "He might be the dog of our dreams," whispered Rosalita. Perhaps, said Tia Mia, if he knows the secret
Password. Daddy, really, but what is the thing that he said?
Incognito? Good question. Kiss your brain. Incognito means that you are disguised so that other people won't recognize you. Leaning toward Don Diego, El Skippito half sneezed, half spoke the secret password into the Chihuahua's very large ear. Achoo! Pichu! Bless you, said Don Diego. Gracias, said Skippito. Then it is true, decreed Don Diego. Are you ready to clap? Yip, yippee, yippito. It's the end of Alfredo Bazito. Skippito is here, we have nothing to fear. Adios to the bad bumbleito. Then all the chimichangos went crazy loco. First, they had a fiesta. Ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Then, they took a siesta. Quick, everybody take a nap. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. But after waking up, the chimichangos got down to serious business. Using his paw, Don Diego drew a picture in the sand of the great bumblebee for Skippito to see. A hush grew over the crowd so great that one could hear a whisker drop. Alfredo Bazito, whispered the crowd. El blimpo bumblebito bandito. See, said Poquito Tito. The bandito steals our frijoles. Not your beans, cried Skippito, outraged. See, Poquito continued. Red beans, black beans, Boston baked and blue. Cocoa, coffee, kidney beans, pinto and jelly too. And now, he comes for us, Poquito added. ¿Por qué? asked Skippito. Because we are full of the beans too. Then Don Diego stood tall and in his most somber voice declared, Yo quiero frijoles. Huh? asked Skippito. The dude says he just wants his beans back, said Poquito Tito, and you are the dog for the job. Me? asked Skippito. Then all the chimichangos toward Skippito, the great sword fighter. But poor Skippito had no time for a plan, because in the blink of an eye, a gigantic shadow darkened the landscape. The chimichangos scattered in all directions. Vamos, Skippito! Or it is you, the bandito will eat-o! They cried. Skippito stood his ground, but his legs shimmied and shook like the jello. And his teeth chattered like the castanets. A castanet are little instruments that are like, they clap a lot. Then in a muy soft voice, he said, My name is Skippito Fresquito. I fear not a single bandito. But Alfredo Bazito flew straight for Skippito until the bean-eating bandito hovered only inches away from the great sword fighter's face. Holy frijoles! cried Skippito as he thrust his sword into the air. Can you guys thrust your swords into the air? Thrust it. Pop! Suddenly went the bandito, landing on Skippito's sword. And quicker than one could say, Chihuahuas, cheese, and crackers. Can you say that? Chihuahuas, cheese, and crackers. Every kind of bean came spilling out of Alfredo Bazito, the bumblebito band.
Ito.
So what was the bandito? He was a
Bandito?
Let's keep reading. Then all the doggies is a piñata. Then all the doggies burst into song. Yip, yippee, yippito. Our hero is El Skippito. He's the dog of our dreams who delivered the beans, and now we can make our burritos. Look, they're all dancing and celebrating that the bumblebito has been taken care of. But back at home, there was such a ruckus coming from Skippyjon's room that Mama Junebug Jones and the girls just had to find out what was going on. They raced down the hall to the kitty boy's room. Bangito! Crashito! Papito! Skippito. Just in time to see Skippyjon's closet door exploding. Then out flew Candy, beanbag doggies, and the kitty boy with his birthday piñata on his head. Skippyjon Jones, everyone cried. Hola, muchachitas, he said in a muy soft voice. Mama Junebug Jones lifted up Skippyjon and covered his head with furry purry kisses. Ew. Oh, what am am I going to do with you, Mr. Cocoa Pugs? She scolded. That night, when he was supposed to be going to sleep, Skippyjon began to bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones with a mind of my own, and I'll bounce on my bed for hours. I know I'm a cat, but forget about that. Say goodnight, Skippyjon Jones, called his mama. Buenas noches, mis amigos, said Skippyjon Jones. We highly recommend Skippyjon Jones because there's many, many, many more books in the series. Don't do that to the book. All right, can y'all say adios, mis amigos?
Adios.